Hello. I'm gonna put my picture up there too. Here we go, bam. I love it.
The devil is a
Hello, let me
liar.
see. Can you
God
hear me,
did
ma'am?
that. I can hear you perfectly, sis.
All right, all right.
Oh, I love the picture. Yeah.
Girl, I said I'm gonna have to end up probably changing my little picture, but
No, I love it.
yes, ma'am. Oh my
How
God.
was you doing? How was your day? I didn't even ask you.
My day is good. My day was I'm not gonna lie, it was good and everything. I talked with my sister. She God bringing her through. I know he's working with her, and because I just heard that like for my daughter, they're gonna know him as a healer for real. They're gonna we all have to have a testimony. I mean, we all have testimonies, but we get to a point where he's like, look, I want you to really know me, and he don't do it to us, but he allowed things to happen, that I can supernaturally heal one, whereas the other one, I'm gonna allow them to go through the process, so we don't know, but that's, God do what he do, so. But other than that, all righty, I haven't, I think I have, yeah, it is recording. So, I guess just like, hey, what are we gonna, y'all? We're just gonna have a free Friday discussion, with a lot of things that are going on in this dating thing, which is almost kind of dangerous. It just almost make you not even want to just leave me alone, brother, leave me alone, sister. When you got someone that they expect 100 or 110 from you, and they don't want to even give, as my sister, and you're going to hear from her, as my sister says, 50%. They want the wife benefits, but they don't want to give the husband benefits. So sister, mother, Dan, help us to understand about all this. Just share, enlighten us, if you will.
Well, I was talking to this guy, and we've been talking for about a year, y'all, for a year, okay? And I really, really like this dude. You know what I'm saying? We talk, we pray, we do all the things you're supposed to do. We never been intimate with each other and everything. We only like talked and text through the phone. So, I waited a whole year thinking him and I was gonna be together. I'm gonna finally see him. Y'all, I ain't got nothing. And he thought that I was supposed to do something for him. And something for my son came up today. So I had to go do it for my son or whatever. And he gonna say, but when you say you gonna do something for somebody, you supposed to do it. So I had to remind him, sir, I've been waiting on you for a whole entire year, and you were supposed to have me sent for me to come see you, and you ain't do nothing. You ain't did nothing. Who you playing with? You want me to be a wife, do all my wifely duties, and we ain't even married, but you ain't even acting like a husband.
Okay.
When I say he got quiet, y'all, he got so quiet. He got so quiet. Like, he ain't know what to say. He ain't know what to say to me. Like, oh, I'm dealing with one of those. Yeah, you dealing with one of those, sir. I ain't stupid. I ain't stuck on dumb, and I'm definitely not desperate.
Okay.
You're not gonna tell me and ask me to do something for you, and you reneged on everything that you said you were gonna do. Everything he done said he was gonna do for me, y'all, has failed completely. Or he say, well, just wait till we together. Well, sir, just wait till we together.
Right. So there it is. You want me to wait until we're together? Well, then, like you said, I'm going to wait until we're together to run those, do this, do that, drop this, drop that. I will wait until we're together. Okay. How about now? Yeah. It's just interesting to me how we do it. Men do it. Of course, women even do it, want or expect, well, this guy's supposed to, and I mean, to a certain degree, he of course he pursues you, but I've known some that, well, they want him to just totally wine and dine, and and it's like, oh, well, I'm never going to really even be in a relationship at all with him. I just want him to spend his money on me and this and that, and I'm like, no, that's not right either. I mean, because you're playing with somebody's emotions, and that you don't want anything from them, but you want them to treat you in a certain way, but you don't want to treat them in equally, because we got to remember that we are responsible for how we treat each other. Trust and believe karma is really, really real. And we are responsible for how we treat each other. God will hold us responsible when we plan and saying, well, I can expect this from them, but I don't have to do anything. Who told you that lie?
Say that.
But there again, and then a lot of times we get ourselves in a situation. So
One-sided. Stop, Belle. Stop putting that on your face. Your face is very. Sometimes we want things to be one-sided. Like, let me see if I can get and then move on. That's that thing where we was talking about friends with a benefit. And sometimes people don't know that's what they signing up for too either, sis. Because sometimes people be making you think it's one thing, and then and really they just look for somebody to save them. They ain't interested really in you. They just say everything so they can get what they want up out of you.
Now, this is true. And the only reason that I say that I'm not, and you're very true, that of course sometimes they will play it, though, because I know that every woman, saved and unsaved, okay, it's something that you have that you say, something just don't seem right. You don't know why you feel this. You don't know why. You can just tell something is a bit off, the way they acting or the way they're responding or not responding. So sometimes we see the red flags, or we see something is off. Like, for instance, I'm dating this guy, we in the relationship, or whatever, and say I'm dating this guy, and I've never, and so this is why a lot of times some of my lady friends used to want to deal with me, really don't care, but you've never been to that man's house. You've never been. You can tell me, I didn't know that was a problem. I almost said something. How do you not know? You mean to tell me you can date somebody? Now, I'm not saying, right, you want to protect yourself. I ain't saying you got to go in, but you don't even know if he stays by himself or who he stays with. You've never been to his house. You've never been allowed to call his house or anything. He always calls you. You're never able to call his home. You don't even know what side of town he stay on. None of that. You know nothing about him, but he knows all about you.
Everything about you.
Right. And then you say to yourself, well, I didn't know. How do you not know that that's not a healthy relationship? Even if you unsafe, something about that is not right. So sometimes we just want to turn a blind eye. Yes, I'm not saying that some people don't know, but I believe God gives women two things: intuition and influence. That's why sometimes you know that something ain't right with your dude in your house or whatever, because God has given you that's saved and unsaved. That's just the way that you're created. I do believe a lot of the times women, we know, I'm just going to say, and it's a large percentage too. We know, or we have an idea, because your gut will tell you something ain't right.
Yes.
We just choose to hope that it gets better, or it goes away, or it fixes it. Yep. We don't have to confront it. So, we just say maybe it'll work itself out and he'll stop. Okay, yeah, he gonna stop, all right. Stop fooling with you, like the brother said, until the point to where I don't even want to sleep with you no more. I just want to sleep with my side pieces. So we know, and God gives us all the signs. And I'll be transparent and say, I know he gives us the signs. We just choose not to see. Now, sometimes people say, well, I didn't know that my husband was this, or I didn't know that my wife or whatnot was this way. Now, for a minute, maybe that might get away from you, but after a while, if you are observant, if you watch your baby, and I don't mean watch them because you're paranoid, because you're skeptical, but you just a people watcher, because I'm a people watcher. And body language, I pick up on body language before I pick on what you're saying. So yeah, sometimes we just don't want to see it. And I'll say, I'll agree. I know I didn't want to see it. I didn't. And God said,
None of us do.
You ain't, God said, but God said, you ain't got to want to see it. See, because I started having dreams, and I wonder why my dreams were weird. Even like with the guy that this last recently said, you know, that I kind of was videoing with and chatting with and stuff. I would always see his face, but it was weird that I would see his face. And when I would see his face, he would be smiling, woo woo. But then it would be like the other side, it would be like a line down the middle of his face. The one side would be light, the other side would be dark. Every time I would try to make it be a whole light face, it would not be that way. It would start off being whatever, and then I would see something weird happen to where he was being mean, he was being hateful, you know, or something like that in the dream. And it was weird. It was weird. And I said, I did not start dreaming like that until I started talking to him. So see, that was something right there. So see, I kept trying to push past it and say, well, maybe, and God was like, let me go ahead and bust her out and let her, let me allow him to act a fool so she could just go on, because that's the only way she gonna leave it alone. See, sometimes God has to let your feelings be hurt, because he knows some of us just, we won't leave it alone. So he said, I just gotta go and let her get bust down, or him get bust down, and then they'll say, you know what, okay, God, you're right about it. Yeah, okay, my bad.
Yep.
Yes,
Say that again, sis. Sometimes people just don't know. And sometimes God, like she just said, God will bust your feelings out. What you gonna do? Obey what he said, just do.
Okay.
Y'all better be out here, stop playing. It's so much going on, and I think so many people are looking for love, and the enemy knows that. So guess what he doing? He's sending those distractions. So many people are called to an assignment, and he know you about to be on this assignment. Let me send a distraction, because I also know she want to be loved.
She want a husband. She want a honeydew. She want a little boo thigh.
I know exactly what she want. So let me go ahead and send this little distraction rap real nice.
Yeah. I'm telling you, girl, yes.
I got permission from my father and he to do it anyway. So I'm gonna do it.
You know why? Because he already know the father, like, yeah, go on, and go send it to her. Because see, what he's saying, God is saying what the enemy don't know. I already know baby girl gonna pass it. She might kind of tip-tap and teeter-totter a little bit, but I already know she gonna pass that thing. So yeah, go on and send it. Because I already know she gonna see it for what it is. And she gonna go on and say, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, and that's. I mean, we got to know that. He ain't gonna send no junk. Oh no, because if you trying to get a distraction, right? If you trying to send a distraction, who gonna get distracted by somebody that look like I don't know what? You gonna be like, man, get out of here. So that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So yeah, it's gonna be fine wine, and he loved the Lord.
You gonna have the body you want. You gonna have the body you want. Cook. He gonna say, watch this. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm gonna send it, God. You gave me the permission to bother her. You gave me the permission to bother him. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Let me wrap this up for them.
Yeah, long. Let me go on and wrap this up for you right quick. And put a little, little nice 6-pack. And then you know what? He might not even have a 6-pack. He could have a little mini keg. You could have a keg, but he got charisma. You know, he got personality. All that kind of stuff. So you're like, okay, yeah, he's working with a little something. Okay.
He make you laugh. He make you smile.
Working with a little something. Okay, I see. Smelling good, looking good. You're talking real good because you're talking about the Lord. And so that's another thing that we have to be careful and don't get caught up, men and women, because don't get me wrong, not to say that if they are talking about God or if they're sharing things with you, that those things are not genuine, though you got to still know that God don't do no half jobs. Like that's what we do. He don't do nothing halfway. He do it. He go hard or go home. That's our God's MO, overflow. Okay, he gives you more than enough. He don't say, you say I need $100. Okay, instead of just giving you 105, how about I give you $500? Hey, better yet, how about I give you $1,000? See, he goes far beyond what we even ask. We ask for a half. He might give you a couple of halves and a whole and another half. But so we can't get caught up with, girl, he knows some words. Okay. He know how to sing, pray, praise, speak in tongues, walk by people in the wind from his passing by, make people fall and hit the ground. Okay. And you'll be surprised that some of those people still don't have no substance, or either, as we were discussing in our Bible study this past week, you can do all of that. If you do not have any love, it says that when you are talking or praying or whatever you're doing, it is noise to the Father's ear. Can you imagine, like when somebody plays music and you be like, oh, please turn that off. Do you want to talk and the Lord do that when you talking? That's no good. No bueno. Not for me. It's too much going on. I need you to hear me.
I need him to hear all of what I gotta say.
You understand me?
I already kind of get on his nerves, but I still need you to hear me.
Absolutely. So I mean, we can't, and then we can't get mad, as you guys, we talked in our y'all gonna hear the final finale of Friends with Benefits, Thieves in the Temple Part 3. We can't necessarily expect, it's nice for someone to care as much about us as we care about ourselves. Now, of course, if that's the person that God has for you, they will. Though still remember that God is really the only one, to be honest, even if that is your boo thing and he loved you, all of your stank, whatever, all that, God is still gonna love you more than even him or her. So
absolutely.
I'm so caught up because it's a pastor in Decatur, I think in College Park, Georgia, I believe. But anyway, Dr. Creflo Dollar, and he said, even when you are married, don't get so caught up if your spouse does not seem to just love you the way that you feel, because you look to God for that. I'm not saying you should not, have this thing with your spouse. I'm not saying that, but don't be all messed up in the head about certain stuff that they miss, because my scripture said, women quit expecting these men to be God. They can't, they never will be. They never will be. They're not a replacement. They're a reward. They're a compliment. They're a gift, but they're not a replacement. There are no replacements in men too. Hey, we got that spot in us that's why God allows us to see certain flaws, because we'll put somebody in that place where he sits on our heart, the throne where he sits on our heart. And that's only his spot. Ain't nobody supposed to sit there. So then we start seeing all these flaws and why this person act like this. And like, I ain't never noticed it yet, because God got to let you know, baby, they not me. I'm the original. Recognize it when you see it.
But you know what? A lot of people don't recognize when they see it, because again, we do be putting that on our spouse.
Oh yeah.
Because that's why a lot of our relationships fail.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we put too much pressure on people.
You hear me? Absolutely. We're looking for somebody to save us.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
Baby, like my little brother Courtney Brown, he won part of the CEO, not CEO, but a COO of the Re-Up movement. But he was saying, don't look for me to save you. He said, because I cannot save you. I cannot save you. And he was on the air. Stop it. I cannot save you. Don't want to save you, because I'm not here to save you. That's God's job. He sent Christ for that. I can't save you, baby girl. And he said too, just because you are ready to settle down, don't mean that you have to settle. This man ain't even 30 years old, y'all, and God has given him this wisdom. He already know, just because you're ready to settle down, that don't mean you have to settle for nothing other than what God says. He says, and I know that I am a gift. I know that I'm a prize. I got 2 kids. They got the same mother. I don't have a bunch of other kids. I make my own money. I have my own business. I'm the co-founder of a business. I love the Lord. And he said, so I know that I'm worth something. So I'm just not going to give myself away.
I know that's right.
And this is a young man. So see, we need to stop that thinking that the brothers, no, this is a young man, a viral young man that decided to put his stuff on hold. So yeah.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah. He said, oh, I know I'm worth something. He said, so I know, what? And I look, and I say, yes, baby. And he's very easy on the eyes, a nice little chocolate drop. You hear what I'm saying to you? And so he said, oh, I know, I got my stuff together. But that's the one I shared his post where he said, I see you twerking, but what about that worship though? Hello, somebody. Yeah. Holy Ghost drive by, you better duck before you get hit. Because you twerking and all that, you got your tricks. But what about your worship? What's your lifestyle with God? What's your relationship with God like though? Can you pray me through? Can you pray with me? Can you pray for me while you twerking? You can get me out, rose up with that. But can you get my, you know what I'm saying? Can you encourage me and help uplift my spirit man or help me? Kind of rise. Can you get that rise out of me? You understand what I'm saying? So I said, oh no, that brother said, I see you twerking. But what about that worship though? Hey, nah. Come on now. What about that worship? I was like, oh my God.
I feel about the brothers. What about that worship? I don't care how fine you is. I don't care how
Right.
much money you got.
Right.
Can you pray for me? Can you deal with my craziness? Can you put me back in order without raising your voice or thinking you need to put your hands on me? Can you be masculine without being aggressive?
Okay. Know how to take it to the Lord and say, hey.
Hello. Can you get me to calm down without being aggressive?
Absolutely.
Can you speak to me in a way that just soothes my soul? Can you look at me? Can I look at you when you look at me in the eyes and you can see everything and I can talk to you through my expressions and you understand and get everything I say before I even say it? Or over the tone of the phone, or even just now when we're not even talking. Can you sense if I'm having a good day or a bad day and I come home and you have everything planned out, done?
We know the nighttime, night and day.
That's the connection I want. I want that connection where I can feel he had a bad day. I feel it, something ain't right. My spouse, something happened with my spouse. I'm gonna wait till he home. If he wants to talk about it, we'll talk about it. I'm not gonna pry. I'm just gonna say, how was your day? If he wants to talk about it and he goes into it, cool. If not, I'm gonna still do this nice, run his little bath water, cook his favorite meal to try to cheer him up or whatever. That's the connection I want. I want to be able to feel that. I want to be able to hear it through his voice through the phone. Like, no, something ain't right with my baby. I know he ain't right.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I want him to be like, something ain't right with my wife. I heard it in her voice. You know what? I know she love tacos. Man, I'm finna do taco fiesta night. I'm finna be crazy for her. I'm finna get a sombrero. I'm finna make sure the kids are quiet. I'm finna have fun. And her favorite wine. Let me go on here and get her little favorite little wine. Have her little glass. She like her little bubble bath. Let me get her bubble bath and her Epsom salt together. And her little Anita Baker and Sade, so she can just wear her little Bluetooth speaker. Let me find that and put that in the bathroom too, so she can just vibe.
Right.
That type thing. We don't do that anymore.
That comes from, because that's work. That takes work. It takes work. See, a lot of us want that's even with God. We want all these manifestations now. Hey, he say promotion, the giftings and the callings. We want all that. But then when you say, okay, but you got to let people talk to you crazy and you can't say Nathan, you got to sit up off in here and go through a period of brokenness. You may have to go through a small season where you're dealing with an illness, or you suffered a loss of some kind. And you be, wait, hold on, time out. The whistle blow, time out. Okay, to get that, I gotta, absolutely. So see, a lot of us, we want it, but we don't want to do the work. And what I mean by do the work, like you said earlier, we don't want to sacrifice anything. And that's another thing that we're taught, that if something you give up is not costing you something, then what did you really sacrifice? Like if it's a baby, like me, when we had a fast one time, we had a 40-day fast, right? A corporate fast, 40 days. Jesus, I remember it. Woo. And each week we had to give up a meat. Well, that was, of course, for those who didn't have health challenges to where they, couldn't do it, and they did something else, whatever God told them to do. And so each week you had to give up a meat. It started off with beef, then pork, then chicken, then got down to fish. And then that last day, I think the 39th day, there was no food at all. It was just water. And so you had to give up cocoa, coffee, sweet stuff. You could not watch. I mean, because, people said if you didn't do it, you didn't, God ain't gonna condemn you nothing. And it was like, if you watch TV, you had 7 hours for the whole week, because the thing was to get you back into the presence of God, get you closer back to God without having to read certain books or having to watch TV or shows or listen to music. And then if you were married, of course, those are the only people that could have any type of sex. If you wasn't and you had a honeydew, well, guess what? For 40 days, it wasn't. And if y'all was standing together, I know that was a hot time.
I know everything.
Girl, I was sitting up off in that rubber, baby. At first, I was like, okay, it's cool. But baby, when I'm used to getting up, getting my coffee for 40 days. Baby, coffee did never taste so good on day 41. I appreciated that. I appreciated that, because see, that was a thing for me. Because if it's something you say, oh, I can easily give that up, then that ain't a sacrifice.
Exactly.
So, and then that's what he's talked about when he said you suffer, that you have to suffer. And we're taught that he's not necessarily talking about suffer like per se that you're going to get sick or whatever, something like that. The suffering that he's saying that the word is talking about, like us, us on here, we're unmarried, y'all. So, right, I had to cough. And you see this nice man, a nice woman. And all you can't even touch, you can't, you're suffering because your flesh is like, man, it's right there. All you got to do is reach out and touch it. All you got to do is reach out and touch it. But your spirit man, baby, you got to die. You got to put that flesh to death. Because I remember the young brother was like, hey, can I get a hug, sir? I could not do that. I can't do that with them pecs and them abs and them arms and the smell of that cologne, baby. I can't do it. I won't do it to myself, and I don't want to do it to you, if you understand what I'm saying. So to keep us both safe, because I'm gonna be real with you, to keep us both safe, I just no. And you just right there, and it's just looking at you, and you like, Lord, it's looking at me. Lord, you seeing that, how fine that is? Do you see that? He was like, of course.
That's how
I knew. Be like, God, you be like
really, I'd be like, really, God, really?
Like, hold on, bro, hold on.
Right there, like that, out of the blue.
You be kind of looking like, so he just
standing there looking like a good burrito.
Girl, looking like a looking like a nice prime steak.
Like
now, baby, this one was looking like a prime steak with all the trimmings.
I like Mexican food, so he gonna look like a really nice steak burrito, fully loaded.
Yeah, baby. And you be feel like you want to cry. And see, the reason I say when God knows that he allows things to come, because two things I'm learning: to show you and to show you, meaning that sometimes we think we something, and he had to let me show her. She ain't even, she just stood up and went 2 steps. She thinks she done went 10, my poor baby. Let me help her out a little bit before she get beside herself. And then to show you that when you are weak, I am strong. I am your way of escape. Because when the brother came, the one I was dating in that 8-year relationship, that last time he came, and I hadn't seen him in a while, He was slim, but this time when I saw him, he had sat down and he had kind of he had on a white beat on there, but he took off the one shirt and I seen his arms and I said, ooh, on the inside. I was like, ow, what is all that? Where did he get that, Lord? And I was like, ooh, help me, Jesus, hold me down, hold me down. And see, my granddaughter had come into the room way before he came. And she's like, Mimi, I'm gonna stand there with you. And I was like, you don't want to go to the room? No. I want to stand there with you. See, we never know the things that God is doing. So, but he's protecting us. So she came in there, she fell asleep. So when he came, he was trying to get me to take her into the room. And I said, no, I think I'm gonna let her stay in here. Baby, he tried it. As my sister said, he tried it. And when I looked in his eyes, all I could do is feel tears coming to the back of my eyes. And I said, I can't do this. And he was like, what's wrong? Because you look like you're about to cry. I said, I can't do that to him. Baby, it's like bells and whistles was going off because God was like, bam, A+. Baby, and after that, now when stuff is whatever, I'm like, oh, yeah, this all to the good, baby. You ain't, I got this. And not I, but the God in me has got this. But see, God he knew that I could pass it. I didn't, but he gave me a way of escape. He protected me. He had already had my grandmother come into the room, but sometimes we be trying to get, like what did we say? What was it? When God is trying to protect, I said it when I did it on part one of the Friends with Benefits. I said, a lot of times God is trying to protect us. When we trying to get that booty call and we trying to call a dude, he ain't answering. We trying to text him, he ain't answering. We still doing it. And he's sending us the voicemail or she busy or whatever. That's God like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to keep you. I'm trying to keep you till you say, you know what, gone on then. Then when he be trying to protect us, but we just be like, so that's why I say, sis, a lot of it, we know, we just, sometimes I'm gonna put it like this and y'all may disagree and that's fine. To be honest, most of us just really want what we want. And then we try to bargain with God when it go wrong.
No, we bargain with him to try to get it.
Oh yeah, but then when he go mess up, then we be like trying to do an Adam way. You shouldn't have. No, what you mean? I shouldn't have. I sent you a lifeline. When you was talking to the dude and he came over there and your homegirl kept trying to call you, that was me. I sent you a lifeline when he was over there and people kept knocking on your door asking for stuff. That was me. But you was wanting what you wanted, so I let you have what you wanted.
And I ain't gotta apologize for nothing because I'm the father.
You hear what I'm saying? Absolutely. I ain't gotta apologize to nobody.
I owe you nothing.
Hell, absolutely.
Listen.
Should be like, I don't owe you. If anything, you need to be, but he don't come at us like that. But we come at people like that. Yes, and he's the only one that can come at us like that if he so chose to. So what's gonna happen, my sister, with this wifey, with this wife benefits, but there is nothing on my finger.
We got to stop it. You can stop it. I don't care what he say to you or what she say to you. What you was doing before. Well, I was stupid before, but guess what? A light bulb turned on.
I done had an epiphany.
I realized this ain't working for me.
Right.
I needed to be equal, not one-sided.
Right.
And so if I gotta lose you, that means you gotta not be afraid to lose them.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have to pray to God to help you with that. God, help me not be afraid to lose this person because what I want and what you gave, what you said that I can have is worth so much more.
Amen.
When you get to that place where you're not afraid to lose them and you okay with also going back to being alone, guess what? Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Hey.
No matter how they'll do and know the difference when they really loving you and they giving you crumbs.
Ow, crumbs. Do you know we gonna, man, God... have a seat for us where we're sitting at a banquet table. We ain't got to eat no crumbs. So if he's not gonna feed us crumbs, why are we accepting crumbs or why are we trying to feed people crumbs?
A table. And you got a whole table, a feast. You know what a table is? A feast. And you're gonna accept crumbs. Well, he did make the adjustment. She did make the adjustment to call me more. No, that's just so they can continue to get what they want. Until you realize that ain't even satisfying you.
Right.
You giving me crumbs. You playing with me.
Right. And it's not that we're saying that if someone's making an effort, you will know it. And see, that comes from, as she's saying, when you spend time with God, when you pray, he will give you the discernment. He will speak to you and tell you, okay, the person is making an effort. Though there again, like I used to say when I was out there in them streets, and I would go to the club and I'm sitting there buying me a nice drink or two, and somebody come up and figure, well, I done bought you a drink. Okay, and I would tell them, before you even waste your money, just because you buy this little $12 drink does not give you the right to I'm going to say it, Panadraws. Just because you done bought a drink, that don't mean you get Nathaniel. And if that's the case, keep your drink, baby. How about, guess what? Because I never went without having any money. How about let me buy you a drink? Let me buy you a drink. So that way you understand, baby, I don't want nothing from you because you can buy all the drinks. That if I give anything, it's because I choose to. Please don't think because you done bought me a drink that, oh, that means I owe him. Honey, as we learn, and that's men too, as we learn that our bodies have been bought with a very high price. We was paid with we a high dollar item. You know why? Because a life was given for us. So that means we are a high dollar item. We wasn't bought with no green, honey. We was bought with red blood, a high dollar item. So that means that you should see yourself, men, baby, your little action you have in the bedroom, God has designed you for so much more than that. Women, baby, you can swing it, work it, twerk it. Guess what? One day, baby, you might go to drop it and that's where you'll stay because it's going to pop and crack and you might not be able to get up. So guess what? You got to have more than that going on for you. Anything can happen to where you can't do no performing. So then what do you have? Your marriage is not based on the sex. That's nice. That's good. That's a part of y'all coming in together. But God got purposes for y'all to represent the kingdom in a relationship here in the earth. So we playing around with it by we watering. So that means that we saying that God is Christ is a manipulator, that Christ wants us to perform. Because see, men, whether you know it or not, if you say, well, if she do these here many tricks, then that's when I give her what she's asking for. Christ don't do that to us. God don't do that. He's given us stuff before we even did anything. And then women, we don't have to figure, well, if I roll around and cry and snot, then that'll move God's hand. Baby, he'll say, okay, now here's your napkin. You through throwing that temper tantrum? But that's what we do to men.
This is what it really is.
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna give you what you want. I'm still not gonna. I'm
right.
God.
Baby, he'll be crying right there with you up and down. No, but it's not right now.
He'll be holding you like parents do and still tell you, no, it's all right. It's for the betterment of you.
You'll understand later on. And be patting you, rubbing you. Shh, baby, it's all right. I know it hurt. Yeah, I know.
I got you. It's all right. It's okay.
Right.
No, as we always heard our parents say, when they discipline us, it's because I love you.
And it's gonna hurt me more than it hurt you.
Say that.
Like, who told you that?
And honestly, being a parent now, it does.
Yeah. It does. Yes, it does. It does. Because when my daughter, she had to be about 13. Oh, girl, I had gotten her a little phone and she was wanting to go to this party, but something happened and I told her, hey, ma'am, whatever. And I messed around and she did something that I asked her not to. So I said, okay, you know what, baby, boom. All right, grounded for 2 weeks. And she was like, okay. Then she said, oh, wait, mama, but before I'm grounded, can I go to that party? Because the party was coming up. See, this is what, if you like she's saying, see, a lot of times God is getting ready to come, right? God got this blessing coming. But we get out of line. Don't say he ain't going to give it to you, but say, stop it right there. You be like, yeah, because you going to block your blessing. You block your own self. Baby, when I say she was crying. She was crying, mama, please, can I just go to this party? And then after that, I'll do the grounding. I don't even care. I just want to go to this party. Girl, when you say it hurts because my baby was crying and I was looking like, oh man. And then I kept hearing, but if you renege, she will not respect you. because it'll look like you say one thing and you do another. God said, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Even if it's a tough decision, you be like, and I had to tell, I'm sorry, girl, she was looking. Then she went from crying after that, then she was mad. And it did hurt me because she was hurt. She was crying and begging. I mean, it was a real crying, mama, please. Oh God, mama, please. And so that's what we sound like to God, like, God, please, oh, just please have it love. Oh. And he looking at us like, baby, I can't go back on my word. So see, and if he doesn't, like you said, as parents, we can't. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. He ain't saying it wasn't gonna hurt, but yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, wifey benefits without the rain. Come on, y'all. Husband benefits without giving a name. Wow. And that's another thing, ladies. And then men, don't do that. View that giving your name is so precious, but you're not viewing her body as precious. You're like, well, I can't just give anybody my name. But you want her to give her your body. Her body is just as precious. Yeah, your name, but her body is precious because it's been bought with a price. So, I'm just like, Lord. But y'all, we are coming to, we just want to get on here and kind of, I guess you could say maybe, we don't want to say vent, but just have a open, free, raw discussion, or open, free discussion. Nothing in particular. It's Friday. Yeah, we free. And so we just kind of want to get on here, do some new, look forward to seeing us. And of course, after a while, y'all are going to be able to not just see our pictures, because we want y'all to be able to see our beautiful faces. We want the guests, the guys that we have on here, we want y'all to see everybody so you guys can put the faces to the voices and everything. So please make sure that you follow. We got so much going on in this, but I just thank God for using us, myself and my sister, and I just thank God for him bringing us together, and that we just gonna take this thing by storm for the kingdom. So you guys, I'm gonna say this a little bit, then I'm gonna turn it up to my sister and see what she wants to wrap up and give y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all know that y'all can be looking out for more of Singles with a Testimony here on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. It's SWAT121167. So that way when you describe, when we come on, you'll get a notification that, hey, them girls, they own that Chi-Town and that H-Town, they own, they putting it down. And then catch us on Monday, 7:30 for Singles with a Testimony. The podcast, anchor.com, spotify.com, where yours truly, my sister, Chi-Town's finest, Mother Den, will be the host. She's going to kind of go through this and put a little extra lemon twist in it. So make sure that you check it out on Monday. Now, I am also a part of a CIC ministry, Complete in Christ, and you can catch that podcast again on anchor.com, spotify.com. On Tuesdays at 7:30. A lot of it's going to be a lot of broadcasting of, in case anybody missed any of these shows here on SWAT, or on our Facebook page, or on our YouTube, not YouTube, but IGTV, SWAT 121167, where again, Freedom Fridays, your host, Mother Den, gonna be just letting you put your hair down, take your wig off, do whatever you do, and have a little music, and just make it fun, because you're gonna have a long day, and, we just want
let's just relax and decompress in the name of Jesus. Because sometimes you need to do that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Do that.
Yes, you do.
And I be needing to do that. I don't know what y'all be needing to do, but Miss Liz here, she be just needing to woosah.
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Understand me? And please, 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 please make sure that you catch us, my sister and I, on every Saturday for tea, piping hot tea, baby, on the BPG Inspirational Station, 12 noon, the BPG Inspirational Station, 12 noon, the hottest internet radio station in the land. And then, hey, keep your ears and your eyes open, because soon and very soon, whenever God releases, we're going to have another little treat for you sitting up there and shine. Baby, we taking this thing, we're about to do this thing global. And look out for the BPG Inspiration Station. You can follow them on Facebook. And because there's a lot of community work that's going on down here, it's going to be starting up in Chi-Town soon. As soon as my sister gets the release, she'll be letting everybody know. And we'll be supporting there. They'll be supporting here. But if you want to know any more about sponsoring, linking up with the BPG Inspiration Station, you can hit the page up on Facebook and link up with our sister Jamaica. My sister and myself, we're open for speaking engagements, things of that nature in the Chi-Town area. We got Mother Den, H-Town area. We got myself, Lady Rachel. And so just be looking out, y'all. Be looking out, be looking out, be looking out. And if you guys want to get on this movement and be a part of it and sponsor, you can reach out to, again, Mother Den or myself, Lady Rachel, at our Gmail page, Gmail, and that's swat121167@gmail.com. And you can, send us a email. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Hey, any questions you have. And if you want to get an interview, please hit us up, SWAT 121167@gmail.com, and you can be a guest and sit on the tea couch and get a nice little cup of tea. But I'm gonna get out the way and I'm gonna let my sister just kind of go ahead and just wrap this thing up and add whatever she want to add. Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, I want to thank you guys for always tuning in and always supporting us. Like, for real, you guys don't have to listen to us. You guys don't have to support the ministry that we do and what God put on our hearts. And I know sometimes we be a bit rough, and I love the fact that you guys love the fact that we are a little rough, because we're going to tell it like what it is.
Yeah.
We don't have no other way but to say it and say it the way that God wants us to say it. And I'm thankful that we do say it rough, but it still comes off as compassionate and loving. And we share everything that we've been through, or we try to find someone who's been through similar things so that we can touch on everything. And we may not be able to touch on everything, but we're just thankful that you guys follow our ministry. I'm thankful that I am able now to have a voice. For so many years, I felt so caged in and afraid of not wanting to say this because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I always wanted to be. And then when I found that voice, people took it wrong because they were so used to me being silent and just taking it and not expressing that emotion or when something upset me. But I'm thankful for what God has done in my life. And I'm thankful for my trials and my tribulations. I'm thankful for my sister Rachel. I'm thankful for the BPG and Jamaica. Yes. And every, if I hadn't have met my sister Rachel 7 years ago,
7 completion.
I don't, 7 years is the number, that's the number of completion. And I'm thankful that I met her, and I'm thankful what God has brought together.
Yes.
And we know
absolutely
my sister for life, whether she know it or not. And I'm thankful soon and very soon God is going to allow for us to meet face to face and trust do something now. Baby, wait till we really link up.
Okay.
Oh, baby. And we 2 Tauruses too, baby. We gon' tear it up. This whole ministry finna be, trust me, Singles with the Testimony is gonna be heard globally soon and very soon. I believe it. I speak it into existence. And those of you who've been with us from day one, trust me, y'all are along for the ride, and we might got a couple of treats where we can be able to bless y'all. Trust me.
Amen. Amen.
Just stay tuned, baby. And again, you can catch us on tomorrow on the bpginspirationalstation.com at 12 noon. Hear the final episode of Friends with Benefits, Thieves in the Temple.
Come on now.
Check us out. Don't miss it. You don't want to miss it. If you thought last Saturday was something, baby, wait till you hear that tea that we gonna drop tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Wait till you hear it. Also, we do Freedom Fridays on 7:30 on Fridays on our SWAT 12 1167 on Fridays at 7:30. Check us out. We also have a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, Singles with a Testimony, that airs on Mondays. Check us out and listen to it. You can actually go back and re-listen to a couple of our old podcast that we
Yeah.
did, and hopefully
Yeah.
get enlightened by the testimony that is shared. And everything that is shared are actually true stories. They are not made up
Yes.
stories. Those are
Yes.
personal things and issues that we still struggle with. I love the fact that I can be transparent and be
Amen.
myself, and come from a place that, yes, I am a Christian, but I still struggle, because
Yes.
we are all what, saved by grace. We are all what, sinners. That are saved by grace. So just understand and know that we love y'all for free. We're here. We use your testimonies to destroy yokes and break chains.
Come on now.
So if you want to be set free, if you want to be able to have a platform to just share your story, or you have anything for my sister and I, you want us to come speak or whatever, reach out to us on SWAT. What is it? SWAT 12 1167 at gmail.com.
That's it. Woo woo.
Come and give us some. We ready to hear from y'all. Stop being shy.
Yes. Come on, don't be shy, because we're not shy.
Come on
We
now.
don't
We ain't them type of people. Now we're very
mind.
individual. Very humble individual, and we so yarn for y'all to connect with us. We do.
Yes.
We love it when y'all connect.
We all in this together. We're
We
all
get
in
all
this together.
excited. We be like, oh, look at my son. We get excited to hear from y'all. So
Yes.
please, send those emails, send those messages. Watch the Instagram, watch the Anchor, Spotify, YouTube.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
We want to hear from y'all. We definitely love y'all for free. And with that, we out.
We out. Peace, peace. Peace, peace.
Mommy, wow.